Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So many great IPPONS in this video. I always kind of feel the Grand Prix have more IPPONS than the Grand Slams or the Masters or the World Championships. I think the range and level of competition might have something to do with it. Anyway, just some updates. I will be covering the cadets. I'll do a couple of videos on that later on this week. And also, if you need a KUSAKURA judo gi, in the description, I've set up a Google form. Fill it out. I'll get in contact with you and we can get you a personalized judo gi from Japan. Just be warned though, if you don't know your size, you'll need a tape measure, and it's a bit of a process going through every little bit of detail, but once you know your size, once you know exactly what you want, should be pretty easy. And I'll keep your information on file, so if you ever need a gi in the future, I'll just bring up your name, get the same size again, and it will be smooth sailing. And last of all guys, if you're ever going to watch this stuff live, or you want to go back and watch previous matches, JudoTV is the place to do it. There is a link in the description, it'll get you a discount. Don't just sign up and pay full price, use that discount. Alright, let's get into it. Nice ippon here from Fonseca, he had a great return. Here's another one from him, taking two stabs at a kochigari. And I love Fonseca's judo, he's always out there to throw people, even if it puts himself in a little danger. I mean, in the final, he kind of went for it, got countered, but he's a really good judoka to watch. This is Fara, one of my favorite judoka right now, and I want you guys just to listen to his hands hitting his opponent's back as he's like slapping on these grips. I'll play it again, and let's have a listen.
He went against.
There's the first one.
It's kind of
a
a
couple more
natural
after
reaction,
this.
isn't it? You don't want to go out there, but he was in too powerfully.
And a great throw. This is his tokuiwaza. It's pretty crazy. Fara, he's always throwing people with that technique. Incredible stuff. This one here, Sode attempt. And then a really slick kochigari. This guy, he's been watching Takato for sure. That's how Takato does it. Lima with the big pickup into the haraigoshi. And Torn with this awkward kind of ochigari kataguruma combination. Look at that ashibarai. All about the timing.
Get through.
Make sure you watch the footwork of White. It's a really nice fake here. Fakes inside, goes out. Back air. Nice grips too. Ochigari flattened.
Both gripped up.
But still manages to get a throw.
Goes over.
I mean, White, he did a really good job to just stop that ochigari, but couldn't stop the rest of it. And it's pretty crazy too. I mean, White, he's got the undergrips. You would think someone with two hands under you like that would kind of have the better grips, but no. He ended up getting thrown. Nice driving kochigari here. And this is what you gotta do, guys. If you're up and coming in judo, you really gotta stick to your techniques like this. Look at this fast counter. Ochigaishi demolished him into the mat. And I really like this one, setting it up with the ashiwaza first, the sasai, and then going in the same direction with the hip technique. And this is a powerful osotogari. Look at this. I mean, that's up there for Ippon of the Year, no? That's a huge osotogari. And this one here, Blue, I think he tries to flip out, but White just has good control. Threw him flat on his back. This one here from Katarina, I think the Germans call it the spatula. I think it's called the spatula. Wrestle, he's a bit of a specialist in this technique. It's kind of, I mean, what would the Kodokan call that? I'm not too sure. Some variation of a kataguruma maybe. And here's Katarina again with a beautiful drop down seoinage. Really fast and really powerful. I mean, the speed to be able to do that under 100s is quite incredible. Here's Fara again. And this guy, I mean, you do not want to be close to him. One hand under, one hand over the top, two hands on the belt. And he's so good at this technique. The front Uchimata. I mean, it's crazy. I've never seen someone where that is his special technique, his tokuiwaza. Gonçalves, sorry everyone in the comments, I keep calling him Goncalves. The C is an S, right? Gonçalves, is that correct? Thank you for telling me. And this bit of newaza here, look at that, just on the arm. I think White was concerned about the osaikomi, kind of forgot about his arm a little bit. This one here, absolutely massive. And I cannot express how difficult this is to be a tall, lanky guy and to throw a shorter, chubbier opponent with this technique like that. That is really hard to do. Incredible. I mean, usually it looks like this, right? Usually, you know, you have similar body types, maybe the shorter guy picking up the taller guy, but no. That one before was incredible. And so was this kochigari. I mean, the grip breaks, the footwork. You gotta love Korean judo. Those guys are amazing. And this sneaky tomoinage here, watch the elbow latch onto the back of the knee. There it is. And a lot of people do that with Yoko tomoinage. You can do it with some other techniques as well. Good kataguruma here. Kind of faked gripping with the left hand, let it go, and then went for it. And a bit of newaza here, nice sequence here. I just can't understand how White does this with his arm. I mean, he's got some flexibility on that arm. And the craziest thing about this hold down is he's not holding the gi. He's doing it completely with two locked hands. You can see his hands locked there. I wonder if he's done wrestling before or trains a lot of no-gi or something, but as a judo player, I think a lot of us just want to grab the gi, get that extra leverage. Nice choke there. And this one here, I just thought this was funny. This is kind of what I was talking about, the levels. And I mean, Blue from Turkey, I'd imagine he's pretty high up there, but sidestepping like that, I mean, it's just giving your opponent the timing, making it easy for them to move in for their technique. Right, this next one kind of made me revisit the bear hug rule. And you can see Pantano, he puts his hands up, but the judoka in blue, I mean, he does grab his sleeve, even though he's kind of doing it at the same time as grabbing behind his opponent. So you can do that. It just can't be an immediate grab around the back where you're latching your hands together. It's an odd rule. I think they should take it out. I think bear hugs are totally fine. I'm pretty sure they just brought it in because, you know, people were tackling the legs back in the day in Morote Gari. When people could do that, they thought that wasn't okay, so we're going to stop. We're going to bring in a rule. I mean, there was a time where you could grab the legs if you first had a grip on the gi. You could kind of work your way down there. But that ended pretty quickly. That was, I think it was like only a year when they had that rule introduced. Here's Sagimuki. He had a great, I don't want to say a comeback because I still think he's got to win a Grand Slam before we really say he's back on form, but still won a gold medal. Had some good techniques along the way. And moving into the Paris Olympics, I mean, that's looking good for Sagimuki. Sumigaishi here. Double sleeves, but moves that hand up around the shoulder. And that shoulder grip is everything for this technique. You really need a grip like that to kind of make Sumigaishi work for you. Kataguruma here. It's got to be one of the highest frequency attacks. No, Kataguruma, see it everywhere. I think you gotta call this a Seoinage, even though he's got two sleeves going in like that. Oh, this one was good. I mean, Blue, he did well to kind of come back up, almost got it. And then White just found the right direction to go. And this one here too, this one. I mean, just the tenacity to kind of stay on the feet. Just keep that leg attached. Keep moving in the same direction. I mean, that takes some balance and strength. Schmidt. Bit of a Haraigoshi. Check out the elbow. High elbow. Sometimes you gotta do it like this. Just rely on your hips. High elbow, get your body into position, and go for it. Also guys, if you're here 10 minutes into the video and not subscribed to the channel, I highly recommend that you subscribe to all my stuff. I had a goal to make 100k subscribers by the end of the year, but I don't think it's going to happen. Just going to be a little bit short unless you guys right now who are watching this and not subscribed, just hit that subscribe button, you know? It doesn't take too much. You guys will be surprised, it's crazy. About 90% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. How crazy is that? Which one to hear by Albarak? Albarak, I feel like a few years ago he was an absolute menace. Nobody wanted to fight him on the IJF tour. Just had ridiculous kind of Hoshi Uruma, Orogoshi, and this one here by Driss. Was it Dreesy? Incredible stuff. But yeah, going back to Albarak, he's kind of fallen off form a little bit. I thought he would do a lot better than what he is these days. Oh, this Seoinage, watch what he does. Watch how he creates the space. Stops him in his tracks. Stops the forward pressure. And that just allowed him to make the space there. And this one here, guys, this is Sagimuki's really unique Seoinage. So watch what he does with his elbow. He does the same thing that person did with the Tomoinage. Locks his elbow on the outside of their knee. Really interesting way to do it. And I'm pretty sure he's the only person that does it. Some people do it accidentally. But Sagimuki, he does it really consistently. Definitely is something that he tries to do all the time. Good win, she's ecstatic about it. Grip and go. Even turned her in the opposite direction. Good movement. This next one, I really like this one. Watch how White kind of loads him up on his hip. I can't describe it very well, but using kind of posture, bringing people up, making him stand, going from low posture to high posture. I mean, he's got to go up, he's got to go somewhere, and just putting your hip in the right place. This one, nice. Classic combination. All Sotogari, Tani Otoshi. Ono Shohei used to do this. He used to do this all the time. And then his All Sotogari got so good that he just stopped doing it. Didn't need to do it anymore. This one here by White. I mean, he almost got picked up. You can see Blue looking for the Uranage, but White stays on that leg and gets the All Sotogari. Quick Seoinage here. Going off the opposite side, but I mean, White had control all the way through. But in Newaza, this is a really nice choke. And sequence too, to get him over like this. You can see here he is locking up the grip on the back of the neck. You're seeing people using that a lot these days to get turnovers. And he was into the old side komi, but he thought, I'm just going to go for the choke. Just a couple more ippons before we get out of here, guys. Thanks for staying with me all this way. And if you do want a gi, a KUSAKURA gi, hit me up with that Google form. I hope the form's okay. It was pretty complicated to make, but hopefully it makes it easier for you guys to order. And we do have the Grand Slam Baku. I think that is in about a month's time. But before that, we'll have the Asian Championships, and the Japan team is sending a team to that, so I'll be covering that as well. Lots of judo to come, guys, so stay subscribed, like the video, and I'll see you around. Peace!